Last week, a guy pulled into a gas station in Ohio. He looked at the price board, $3.89 per gallon. He sighed, tapped his card, and filled up. $74 just to fill his tank. He sat back in his seat for a moment, did the math in his head, and realized something that genuinely unsettled him. He had no idea, not even approximately, what his car was actually costing him every single month. Not the payment, not the gas, the real number, everything combined. And when he finally calculated it, it was the single largest expense in his life, larger than his rent, larger than his groceries, larger than everything else he paid for. He just never saw it that way, because nobody ever showed it to him that way. This is not a video about gas prices specifically. Gas prices go up, gas prices go down. That is not the real story here. The real story is something much bigger and much more permanent. In 2026, the average American with a car payment is spending somewhere between $1,100 and $1,400 every single month just to own and operate one vehicle. And most of them have absolutely no idea that number is that high, because the costs are split, scattered across different bills, different due dates, different spending categories, so the brain never adds them together. And that, right there, is one of the most expensive mental blind spots a working person in America can have today. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to look at every single cost, put them all in one place, and show you the number nobody shows you at the dealership. Let me introduce you to Marcus. He's 31 years old, lives in Dallas, Texas, works in IT support at a mid-size company. His take-home salary after taxes, $4,600 a month. That's a decent income, not wealthy, not struggling, just solidly middle class. Last year, Marcus bought a 2023 Ford F-150 because in Texas, trucks are not just vehicles, they're part of the culture. His friends drive them, his co-workers drive them, his neighbor just got a new one last spring. And after his last promotion, it finally felt like the right time. The dealership was friendly, the process was smooth, the salesman was helpful, and the monthly payment, $724 a month, felt completely manageable. After all, he was taking home $4,600. What is $724 out of $4,600? Affordable, right? That's exactly what Marcus thought, until we show him and you the complete picture. Let us build Marcus's real car bill, not the dealership version, the honest version. Line 1, monthly loan payment. $724 a month, financed over 72 months at 7.9% interest. That feels like the main cost. Most people stop here, but this is only the beginning. Line 2, auto insurance. Full coverage on a new F-150 in Texas, $218 a month. That's $2,616 every single year just to be legally allowed to drive it. Line 3, gas. Marcus drives roughly 1,100 miles a month. The F-150 gets about 20 miles per gallon. That's 55 gallons per month. At current 2026 average prices near $3.80 per gallon, $209 a month just in fuel, every month, without exception. Line 4, maintenance and tires. Oil changes, tire rotations, brake pads, unexpected repairs, averaged honestly over 12 months, conservatively $130 a month. Line 5, registration, taxes, and fees. Annual vehicle registration, state taxes, inspection fees. Averaged out monthly in Texas, approximately $92 a month. Now let's put it all together. Loan payment, $724, insurance, $218, gas, $209, maintenance, $130, registration, $92. Total real monthly cost of Marcus's truck, $1,373 every single month, out of his $4,600 take-home pay. That's exactly 29.8% of his entire monthly income, nearly 1/3 of everything he earns going to one vehicle, one depreciating asset that loses value every single day it sits in his driveway. Now here's the number the dealership will never put in front of you. Marcus paid $52,000 for his F-150. Over 72 months at 7.9% interest, he'll actually pay back $68,400 in total. That's $16,400 in interest alone on a truck. Now what will that truck be worth when Marcus makes his very last payment 6 years from now? The data on this is very consistent. A 2023 Ford F-150, 6 to 7 years old in average condition, will be worth approximately $22,000 to $26,000. So, Marcus will have paid $68,400 to own something worth $24,000. And that's only the loan. Add the 6 years of insurance, gas, maintenance, and fees, that's another $38,000 on top. Total 6-year real cost of this one truck, $106,000. $106,000 for one vehicle over 6 years. That's not a truck purchase. That's a financial decision that will silently define the entire shape of Marcus's financial life through his 30s. And he made it in a showroom in about 90 minutes. Now, here's the question that nobody in that showroom asked. Not the salesman, not the finance manager, not the bank. What if Marcus had bought a reliable used car instead? A 3-year-old sedan for $18,000, financed for just 24 months, and invested the monthly difference. The gap between his current truck total and a modest used car total is roughly $850 a month. $850 a month invested consistently in a simple broad market index fund, averaging 8% annual returns over those same 6 years, grows to approximately $81,000. $81,000, not from a raise, not from a second job, not from luck or timing or crypto, just from choosing a different car. Marcus doesn't know that number. He's never seen that number, because the conversation in the showroom was about monthly payments and the backup camera and the sound system and the heated seats. So why does a smart, educated, hard-working person like Marcus make this decision? The answer is not stupidity. The answer is not carelessness. The answer is environment. In the United States in 2026, the pressure to drive a certain kind of vehicle is not subtle. It's loud. It's constant. It's in your neighborhood, your office parking lot, your social media feed. The entire consumer culture has been carefully built around normalizing the idea that a large monthly car payment is simply part of being a functioning adult. And the financial industry has engineered the purchase process perfectly to support that belief. They don't show you $68,400. They show you $724 a month. They don't show you 29% of your income. They show you a truck with a touchscreen and a backup camera and a payment that feels just barely manageable. And manageable, in the world of consumer finance, is the most dangerous word there is. Because manageable doesn't mean smart. It just means you won't default. It means the system works exactly as it was designed to work. Now understand something clearly. This is not an argument against owning a vehicle. In Dallas, in Houston, in most American cities, and increasingly across Europe, a car is not a luxury, it's infrastructure. The question is never whether to own one. The question is what kind of financial relationship you choose to have with it. People who build real wealth on ordinary salaries don't drive the worst car on the road. But they also don't finance their social identity. They ask a different set of questions before signing anything. Not, can I afford this monthly payment, but what is the total cost of this decision over the full term, and is that trade-off actually worth it to me? Some of them buy used, 2 or 3 years old, where someone else has already absorbed the steepest depreciation curve.
Some finance for shorter terms, even if the monthly number is higher, because they understand what compounding interest actually means over 6 years. Some simply drive a reliable, unglamorous car and quietly invest the difference every single month. None of this is about deprivation. None of this is about punishment. It's about understanding that every dollar has a direction and choosing, consciously, where yours go. Marcus is not a cautionary tale. He's just someone who made a completely normal decision in a culture that made it extremely easy to make. And the awareness of that, just the awareness, is worth more than any budgeting app or financial trick or savings hack you'll ever find online. Because once you understand the real cost of something, not just the monthly number, but the full number, the 6-year number, the opportunity cost number,
you start making decisions with your eyes completely open. And that changes everything. Not dramatically, not overnight, but slowly and permanently, in ways that will not show up in your driveway, but will absolutely show up in your life at 40. If this kind of thinking is useful to you, the subscribe button is right there. No pressure, just more of the same every week.